Ateez Jongho will be taking a hiatus due to an injury. KQ Entertainment put out a statement to inform fans on Jongho's well-being and the changes that were made to his schedule. According to the statement, Jongho will halt his scheduled activities and return to Korea due to extreme pain around his knee. The company stated that Jongho received basic care for his meniscus rupture recovery and that they recognized the need for more extensive treatment. He postponed his overseas commitments and returned to Korea for specialized medical care. They also went on to reveal that Jongho will be undergoing surgery per the advice of the doctors, and while he recovers, Ateez will continue their schedules with the other 7 members. We wish him a speedy recovery. The Boyz' interaction with fans has gone viral because of a request that was made by one of the fans. At a recent fan meeting, a fan presented Hyunjae with a pink maid dress and requested him to wear it. You know, one of those dresses that people usually use to cosplay. The dress incited different reactions. You could hear the words, "It suits you, and wear it" from the audience, and Jaehyun appeared to be embarrassed. Sullyoon didn't seem to have a problem with the situation, while Youngjae seemed to find the whole thing funny. Hyunjae, on the other hand, just looked uncomfortable. He declined to wear the dress, obviously, and set clear boundaries by jokingly yelling at fans and waving the dress around, but people could tell that he was feeling embarrassed and uneasy about the whole thing. Thankfully, netizens were on his side. They called the fan who brought the dress crazy and criticized the other fans and the members who urged him to put on the dress. A netizen wrote, "Even his members were telling him to wear it. What's wrong with all of them? Can't they not tell when to get serious? And the fan who brought this to him is crazy." A second commenter said, "This is honestly considered harassment. If you hate drinking and someone pressures you, it's considered harassment. The same applies here with that dress." However, it doesn't seem fair that the members are getting blamed for lightening up an overall awkward situation and not making it seem a bigger deal, as they knew that they would get bashed by netizens. It's also really weird how fans insist on projecting their weird fantasies onto idols, and it's even weirder that they expect idols to be okay with it and play along. When are they going to learn that idols aren't dress-up dolls for them and are actual human beings? NMIX's Sullyoon is rumored to be dating Stray Kids' Lee Know. The evidence isn't as convincing as you would have thought, though. On August 26th, a netizen made a post on an online community claiming that Sullyoon is in a relationship with Lee Know. As evidence, they posted a clip of the two, which was filmed at the 2023 Ulsan Summer Festival on August 7th. In said clip, Sullyoon and Lee Know were laughing and chatting amongst themselves. Yes, that was the only piece of proof that was presented. A video of 2 co-workers talking and giggling. Even netizens thought that the whole thing was ridiculous, with one of the online community users writing, "They're in the same company and did the music core MC together. Wouldn't it be weirder if they weren't close?" Another gave more context to the clip, adding, "Yeah, they were just laughing watching Stacy stage. Idols can't even have friends nowadays without people assuming that they're in a relationship with each other. It's really sad to see." We've gone way too far in this video without discussing anything 50-50 related news, so now it's time. And yes, it's related to the unanswered questions episode. The episode, as you know, was heavily criticized for being biased towards the 50-50 members and focusing on the emotional side of things without presenting any facts or documents to support their side. After the controversy broke out, an anonymous individual claiming to be an insider said that they had been edited out of the show after conducting an interview for them. They said that after they saw that they had been removed from the show, all they wanted to do was expose the truth. They posted on the online community FM Korea on August 23rd, stating that they were the individual in the episode who was mentioned by YouTuber Lee Jongho. The alleged industry insider further elaborated, sharing that in early July, they proposed a policy about the K-pop Tampering Prevention Act to the Ministry of Culture, Sports, and Tourism. In this situation, tampering means attempting to persuade an artist to change agencies without the current agency's permission. Because of their proposal, they were invited to have an interview with the unanswered questions team lasting about an hour and a half. The individual continued by saying that they know the unanswered questions team is working on things internally, but threatened to raise concerns if the SBS team doesn't provide an explanation that satisfies the public. Additionally, the insider plans to start a petition about the Tampering Prevention Act to gather support across the country, mentioning that they'll share all the interview-related information publicly, including on this online community. Furthermore, the insider explained the interview process and posted the business cards they received from the unanswered questions producer and writer during the interview to prove that whatever they were saying was true. What's really confusing to people is why SBS and unanswered questions would put everything on the line for 50-50. Unanswered questions have been building their reputation for years, so for them to go and conduct this many interviews and gather facts only to focus on the emotional side of things and edit important stuff out doesn't make any sense to K-pop fans and non-fans alike. A few people are guessing that they either got paid by the givers or even Warner Bros. Korea to paint the situation in 50-50's favor. It wouldn't be the first time a company paid to sway public opinion, and it certainly won't be the last. A user gave their opinions on the matter, writing, "So they did do research, but for some reason decided to throw away anything that contradicted or threatened the narrative and party that they, again for some reason, chose to side with." Some even called unanswered questions and SBS as a whole unprofessional for airing the episode, especially knowing that they would be facing a lot of backlash from netizens and the fans for the way that they handled things. What's happening is really confusing, so we can only hope that the court hearings bring the truth to light so that this can finally be over. Something shocking happened to BTS's Taehyung, and fans are furious. Taehyung made an appearance at the Sullyoon event in Tokyo on August 23rd. As always, his visuals at the Omotesando store opening event were absolutely striking and left fans and everyone in attendance in awe. Speaking of people in attendance, lots of fans had showed up to the event knowing that Taehyung would be there and hoping that they would get even a glimpse of him. The fans took videos and pictures of him, but one appalling moment was caught on camera and it raised a lot of eyebrows. In said clip, a fan can be seen reaching out and touching his hair, even attempting to pull it before Taehyung walks away. People were shocked at the whole thing, especially seeing how this particular fan felt so entitled to Taehyung that they violated his personal space and attempted to pull his hair. Several complaints have been raised about the way that fans are behaving and their lack of boundaries. A fan wrote, "Fans need to learn better boundaries because I feel like fan behavior keeps getting worse and worse recently," saying that they felt bad for Taehyung as he seemed to have been enjoying his time in Japan. Well, until someone attempted to pull his hair. Another said, "How would the fan feel if some stranger pulled her hair? Geez, some people are just insane. Let's hope that Taehyung is okay and that the fan really reflects on themselves. This whole situation is just gross." In a surprising turn of events, NewJeans might be banned from performing in Vietnam. This might be the case due to the suspected political connections of member Honey. These issues with Honey's family started back in February. Honey, who was born in Australia but who is of Vietnam descent, faced backlash when K-Crush Dong, a large K-pop community on Meta in Vietnam, shared what they claimed were family pictures of Honey. They highlighted symbols from the old South Vietnamese regime in the pictures of Honey's family home and businesses, which led them to accuse Honey's family of having ongoing support for South Vietnam. For those of you that don't know, South Vietnam, called the Republic of Vietnam, had US support from 1955 to the Vietnam War's end in 1975. But now that the Vietnamese Communist Party leads the country, being tied to or supporting South Vietnam has caused big issues for her. People even think the Vietnamese Communist Party might censor any content related to NewJeans because of this alleged connection. The pressure from society seems to discourage fans from the country from openly showing support for the group. In Vietnam, it's noted that while some fans continue to support NewJeans despite political debates, openly expressing support in public is looked down upon. Importantly, there's been no official government or media censorship, but there are many people who are against the group, at least according to the Insider. Because of this, NewJeans might be completely banned from performing in Vietnam by the government. Of course, nothing has been confirmed yet, but thankfully nobody is blaming Honey for this, nor are they criticizing her. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time with more news and updates. Bye guys!